Let me get this going, Lord God. I come up before your throne, Lord God. I ask that. Amen. What's up, y'all? Come on in. I just have to say my prayer before I got in here. I wanted to say my prayer. What's up, y'all? Come on in. I'm still in the studio. I'm just in a different area. I'm not at the table that I'm usually at. So, y'all, come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in. Oh, let me make sure I got volume. Shoot. Come on in. Oh, let me make sure I got volume. All right, I got volume. What's up? So before we get started, this is my book, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. Get it. A lot of the teaching that we're going to be doing in the next season is going to be on this book. So I'm starting to get ready to record my season 2 of the podcast. I got a couple of things I got to do. I got to get the photo shoot. I got a lot to do, but I'm going to get it done. But we're going to be, season 1 started off with this book, but season 2 will be more about the workbook that's will be available soon. So you guys get your book, because we're starting our book club next month. So we're going to come in, and this book is all about self-love, teaching you how to love yourself, teaching you how to be the best version of yourself, and giving you a couple of my testimonies and teaching you how to build boundaries and operate in that. Hey, you guys, come on in. So lately we've been talking about, well, every day we always talk about operating in our purpose, because that is the whole point of this podcast, this platform, is to teach you how to operate in your purpose and stay in alignment with whatever your gift is and whatever you're supposed to be doing. So therefore you can manifest and pray for the things that your heart desire, because you know how to stay in alignment regardless of whatever it is that you get, right? So that's what I want you guys to remember that. But let's talk about this, though. You know, we've been talking about making sure you get on your platform. Use this platform. Do what you need to do. They've made it even easier because they did the mass following, so you can hurry up. And everyone think that's just like, oh, it's a coincidence. You know, it's going to be a mass following, a mass unfollowing. No. Just for the ones who are not operating in their purpose and in. Thank you guys for the likes, shares, and follows. You guys invite others. This will be successful for the ones that's operating in their purpose. The only way it's not going to work for you if you decide to use your platform for your good. And that's it. So God made it a way that you can hurry up and get on your platform and speak. You have to put it out. I don't know why I'm sitting up in front of the camera like that. You know, when you get old, listen, when you get older, somehow we feel like we got to be in front of the camera. We got to be up on it. No, we ain't got to do all that. So let me sit back. So listen. So at this point in your life, what you're supposed to be doing is just operating in your purpose. Well, what is your purpose? Coach Nye, what is my purpose? How do I find out what my purpose is? Your purpose is pretty much your gift, what you were destined to be brought here to do. That is what you're supposed to be doing, period. That is it, and that is all. You know, everything else that we do, that's just a passion that we pick up along the way. We get passions confused with our purpose, and we start operating in our passion. And the example I always use, my passion is to be a physical trainer. And that's what I did for years, because I love helping people. That's my passion. But my purpose is to heal and pour into people and teach them what unconditional love is to teach. So yes, I loved the personal training, but that's not what I was here for. And that's what had me, I created this book, and I was able to combine the Trinity, which is the Trinity is the spiritual, mental, and the physical fitness. In order to become a better version of yourself and heal, you have to balance those 3 things out. So a lot of you, this is your time for you to go and get on your platform, because it's time for you to speak. Hold on, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. not deserve. So yeah, so what happens is, uh, in this season, it is time for everyone for you have to speak. It is time for you to use your platform. It's time for you to operate in your gift. That testimony has to be said. So don't look at things as a coincidence. Thank you for the follow. Don't look at it as a coincidence like, hey, I'm starting to get these many followers. And do not come on here trying to chase a follower. In your season and in your hour, when you're becoming and operating in your purpose, what happens is all that other stuff don't matter. See, you don't chase a bag anymore, because the bag will chase you, because you understand who you are. And when you're standing in your purpose and operating in your purpose, the bag will always find you. The followers will find you. You don't have to do something that's just so amazing so you can go viral, have your viral moment. That's not what that's about. The purpose of this platform is to put your message out. Have you noticed that so many people that were once life coaches on this platform, they started off amazing, or the pastors, they would come on and they'd be so amazing, and all of a sudden they start falling off, and then you start seeing more of, instead of listening to them have a conversation, you start seeing more body shots of them, more things of them doing things, so you can see more of them, because they became lovers of themselves and it became about them. And that's what God don't want. So when you keep it about what it is, your purpose, and operating so he can get the glory, then everything will flow to you. So a lot of people look at this thing. You may have been told that you're going somewhere, you're going to go viral, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. But everyone think of a viral moment as a social media moment, like you're just going to take off that one video. So everybody keep rushing, trying to make that one video. Everybody keep focusing on that one video, and then they tag themselves in videos that say just keep posting, and everything that's going to happen. That's not how that works. So what it is when you go viral, it has nothing to do with social media. Sometimes it do, but that's not what God really means. See, he don't speak in our terms. Our terms are what we made, which was man-made, right? And with man-made, then we put our own process behind it, our thought behind it. We do all the things that we think that should get us viral, and then it gets us out of alignment. So let me explain what your viral moment can be. Your viral moment of success is success. It does not mean it has to be on a platform. It just means that it can be out somewhere. Do you think that God is going to allow you to have your viral moment the way that you thought? So you're sitting here trying to make the perfect video. You're sitting here trying to do everything, create this content because you think this is your viral moment. Don't you know, and haven't you realized that everything that you want in life, it never comes the way that you want it to come? When God bless you, it never come the way that you want it to come, because he knows one thing. He knows that you're going to mess it up. He knows that we are going to mess it up. Let me explain to you how we mess it up. This is my life. I'm going to be successful, so I'm going to work for it. So if he was to send you to go viral and your success is attached to that viral moment, guess what? You're going to become a lover of yourself. You're going to take control on how it needs to be narrated and driven, and then you're going to mess it up. That's why God never blesses us the way that we see that we want it blessed, or the way we feel we should be blessed, or how we envision it, because we're going to put our hands on it and we're going to mess it up. It's a proven fact. Whenever we touch anything that's of God and try and put our twist on it, you mess it up, and just is what it is. It just is what it is. It's not until you just surrender and say, okay, God, what is it that you want me to do with this content? What do you want me to speak? See, a lot of times we'll do what we feel we should be doing. We'll get on here with our passion, and that's great, because you need a stepping stone. So if you talk about something that you're familiar with, then you can get a message out. You're still going to get a message out, but you're more comfortable. You're more relaxed. You can get on here any and every time and be comfortable. Whether it's one person on here, whether there's no people on here, whether there's 4 people on here, does not matter. You're still comfortable because you know what you're talking about. And then that's when he'll slowly start peeling back layers and saying, okay, well, here's what I need you to do. I need you to talk about this. What's up, Naisha? I need you to talk about this, and I need you to say this. And then you're uncomfortable. You're like, wait a minute, God, where'd that come from? But let me tell you how he do it. You just be talking about something, and all of a sudden you say something. And as you're speaking it, you're thinking to yourself, now, where did that come from? You get off of that live, and you're just like, okay, God, what is it? And then he start giving you a little bit more until your whole content changed. So The reason why I can speak about that, because that's me. I started off with personal training. I told you that's my passion. That's what I started off with. I do my videos, come out here, show you how to do some exercises. If you go back through my profile, that's all it's about. But you can see the transition. See, I went from being one way to a whole nother way. And I still do physical fitness, and I'm still a personal trainer, but my content that I need to put out has everything to do with the message that need to be put out. And that's why it became the Trinity Walk to Self-Love, the spiritual, mental, and the physical. So when he first started introducing me to speaking, because it started with me just being a motivational speaker, teaching you how to love yourself. After the personal training, he said, teach love. Okay, I'm teaching love, teaching you how to pour into yourself. And then he said, okay, I want you to say this. And then all of a sudden it starts sounding like I was just having a sermon every weekday. And I'm just like, okay, stop. And now I'm not comfortable in this, because I'm like, God, this is not even my lane. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a minister. I'm not anything. I still cuss a whole lot, and I kind of like it still. So what is it that you're trying to make me learn in this moment? What is it that you need from me? So even though I come on here and I speak to you guys, I was still hesitant about the things that I wanted to talk about, because this is not my lane for me. That's what I felt, but God told me it is your lane. So everything, do you see everything that if you decide to do it yourself, that you're going to mess it up? So if I would have came on here and just did whatever I wanted to do with my content, yeah, I probably would have had followers. Yeah, I probably would have been here, but I would have been discouraged and frustrated because my content is not doing so well, because I'm passionate about a thing, versus me understanding this platform is for him. So like I tell people, I come on here Monday through Friday. If I'm not called to come on here, I do not turn my live camera on. Not because I'm lazy, not because I don't want to talk to you guys. It's just the fact I don't have a message for you, because I'm so afraid of making this platform about me that I'd rather not come on and say something and get out of alignment with him. And that's how you have to operate. In this season, it's time for you to tell your story. Whatever platform he have you on, I don't care if you teach a daycare, whatever it is, I don't care if you do nails, whatever that you do, he's going to have a message that needs to come through you to someone. Are you going to be obedient? And that is the biggest thing. For me, it was hard to be obedient, because I'm like, okay, I understand, I know, but I'm really not that person. I like to be behind the scenes. I'm a behind the scenes type chick. Like, y'all go ahead and be up front. Y'all be flashy. I don't like all that. I like to be behind the scenes and I do my thing. While everybody else is flashing their money and flashing their fancy cars, this, that, and the third, I'm behind the scenes doing what I do best. Living my best life. Living in the luxuries that God gave me, without a care in the world or anybody being over to, inviting anybody over, bringing over anybody around me. That's just not who I am. But when it's time to step out, I'm going to step out. But I don't have to have that feeling of, oh, I'm going to put that on. No, I'm just going to put it on, because anything I put on going to look good. Because I'm confident in who I am, because I don't care what anybody else think. I don't care how anybody else feel about anything. And that's how you have to be when it's time for you to speak what needs to be spoken. You have to be confident in the things that you say and how you relay these things. Listen, it doesn't matter if you never spoke of this before. Hey, what's going on, country boy? It doesn't matter if you spoke of these things before, but when God tell you to say something, you're going to speak with authority. You have to speak with authority, because who's going to believe someone that's timid, that's saying, God said, let there be light. God said, man can't eat by bread alone. He has to go by the word of God. He has to have it. And everybody like, oh, she's cute. She's really cute. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, he did. But you're not getting the point across. You don't have to yell and scream, and you don't have to be like Dr. Martin Luther King, talking about I had a dream. I like some pastor taking deep breaths every time you speak, like the pastors back in the day. You don't have to do that. You speak in the tone that is given to you. It's going to be a tone that's given to you. Some of us are just light spoken. It ain't me, though. I'm kind of raspy. You might want to cover your ears. I turn your volume down sometimes, because sometimes I get a little lit and get a little crunk. But if you are soft-spoken, phone call, and then I answered it. So then what was I at? So if you're soft spoken, then that's okay. That is okay. You can be soft spoken, but speak it as if you know it. Speak it as if it's you. Trust yourself. Be confident in you. That's what you have to do in this time, because things have to be said. It is time for you to operate in your purpose. If you're not operating in your purpose, things ain't going to get done. Just know that. If you're not operating in your purpose, you're not going to be able to get to the next level of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. What's going on, Naisha? So you have to speak up, speak it, say it, believe it. If you don't believe it, what makes you think other people are going to believe it? You believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself, because everybody around you ain't gonna believe in you anyway, because they haters. Let's talk about your haters. Your haters are sitting around right now. Half of them destiny swapped with you. That's why it took you so long to get to this point of being a better version of yourself and deciding to operate and step into your purpose. See, your haters are out there, and let's not call them haters, because they're people. Right? They're people. They're your pastor. They're your next door neighbor. They're your cousins. They're your mother. They're your father. They're your brother. It just is what it is. They're people. See, when you give it a specific name and you call that person a hater, they seem to get offended. Like, I ain't no hater. Well, you are. You are a hater. But let's take the title, the hater, off of you and just call you by your name. Call them out by their name. Why is it so important to call everything out by its name? It is so important to speak, say it. It is so important to put the right words to the right emotion, to put the right words to the right thing, because when you get ready to rebuke that thing, if I rebuke a hater, guess what? Which hater am I rebuking? What even is that? Because man made it. It's whatever. The next new term that's going to come out, y'all going to start calling them pillowcases. I don't know. Yeah, you seen a little pillowcase? Yeah, that mean hater now. You understand what I'm saying? No, you call that person out by their name. You don't have to go to their face and say, you a hater. You call them out by their name in the spiritual realm and you rebuke them. And that's that. And you keep moving. You cannot sit and dwell on people mistreating you, because they're going to do that anyway. It don't matter. That's what their job is. Whenever you allow the enemy to use you, that become your job. And they're going to do their job. Have you ever noticed that most people, when they want to, the ones that go to jail, is always in some stuff, they work hard at making sure they do their job. They go out there, if they rob and break it in cars, they go hard. They go out there and they work hard. The ones that like to be in jail, they work hard to get out of jail, to get back in there. They work hard. People that's on drugs, they work hard to go get the next hit. People that's doing the wrong thing work hard and they go get that thing. Thank you for the cake. However, when you want to do the right thing, nobody works hard at doing the right thing. Nobody just gets up in the morning. Now you hear your pastor and you hear these people, and then you beat yourself up because you hear these people say, well, I get up every morning and I meditate and I do this and I do that and I dedicate my time to God and I speak to God all day and I do this and I do that. And they probably do, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to say whatever they need to say so you can look at them a certain way because they need a status. Listen, thank you so much for the roses. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for the like, shares, and follows, you guys. Invite others in. So that's the thing. They're going, when it's time to operate for God, nobody works that hard. And actually, you don't have to work hard at all. You don't have to work hard at all. Do you know the hardest thing, it seems to be, thank you for the roses, is to do the right thing. But the easiest thing is to do the wrong thing. How did we get that twisted? Well, let's look at it. Let's give a day. Let's give out the day, right? Because it says, no, we ain't even going to go there. But let's give out the day. You wake up in the morning. Before you open your eyes, you pray. And you say, thank you, Lord God, for allowing me and my family, my children, my entire family, my friends. You can even, pray for your enemies. Even my enemies, Lord God. Thank you for allowing us to see another day. However you want to pray it, right? And you ask God, okay, God, order my footsteps. What is it that you need me to do today? And then you get up in the morning, not with the attitude of, I got to, but in the attitude of, I ain't doing nothing unless God tell me to do it. If God don't tell me to do it, I ain't doing it. That is the hardest thing to do. You know why? Because we've been programmed that we have to do something, that something has to be done. We've been programmed that routine, something has to be done. No one ever told us that, hey, no, ask God what he needs you to do, and that's how you command your day. Meaning, I'm not making no moves until God tell me. If somebody ringing my doorbell, if God don't tell me to open it, I ain't open it. We've been programmed to do these things. And if you don't do something all day, then you're considered lazy. That's what they told us. That's what they told us. So what if you got into a routine that was of God, right? Okay, God. You go to him and you say, God, this is what I want to do. This is my timeline that I want to do. I ask that you show me what I need to take out, what I need to add, or you tell me what it is that I need to do. How about if you built your routine up that way, right? We make such, and I'm speaking for myself because I've done this. I made my life so hectic because I got to do. I've been raising my boys for a long time, since birth, by myself. So it's just been me and my boys. So it's just kind of like, what do we need to do? Yeah, even when I was married. He was in the military, I was in the military, then I got out of the military, now he's still in the military, he's still operating, doing his thing. So guess what? I'm still raising these boys by myself. However, let's look at this. What if I said, nope, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to do the necessities, that is to make sure everybody eat and, things are clean. That's it. What if I didn't do nothing? Well, I was programmed to feel that I'm lazy. And that's why it's so hard for us to give that time to God, to meditate, to talk to him, to be with him, spend that time with him. It's really hard because we've been taught that an idle mind is the devil's playground. Sitting quiet, you don't want to do something. That's why when we sit quiet, we think, oh, I got something to do. I bounce around this house all day. Like I got ADHD. Listen, let me sit quiet. Oh, you know what? I can go fold a dryer. Oh, you know what? Let me go wash the washer. You see what I'm saying? These are the type things I will come up with something to do because I was programmed to always have something to do. And so we have to unprogram ourselves, especially when you go within and start loving on yourself and doing self-love. I, for one, don't like a dirty house, okay? That's just me. I'm not the type, and it doesn't mean that I'm better than OCD or anything. It just means that I'm more of pick it up, clean it up as you go. Pick up your stuff and go about your business, put it where it needs to go. Because I don't like spending all my time cleaning up anything. No, I'm not doing that. Spending all my time doing one thing? No. So that's my thing of why I clean up. And a lot of people, if they come over, well, I'm not even going to say come over. Even if I dated, they feel uncomfortable. Like, dang, you do too much. No, I'm not doing too much. I don't want to do too much in the end. So I do too much up front, meaning that I clean up as I go. So it's never dirty. It's never a mess. I don't believe in that. That's just me. Because I grew up with, hey, on Saturday, get up and clean up. So we run through the house all week. And then Saturday, my whole Saturday is cleaning up. I chose to when I become an adult. I'm not going to live like that. So with that, guess what I program myself for? I don't have any time for God. And then the time that I do have for him is small. Maybe I'll put on some gospel music, let it play in the background. And I done did my duty, sing a song here and there, shed some tears because I'm touched here and there, and then it's done. But it's more than that. He requires more of us, and he requires us to really, it's not the fact that he requires us to be perfect. Like I said, my mouth, boy, it gets slick, and I'll say some stuff, but it's not that I'm slick and I'll say some stuff and cuss you out on the street and this, that, and the third. No, I just like to talk trash. That's just me. I just trash talk. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to drag you through mud. That's just something that I do, right? So, but that's something that I want to fix, not because of people gonna look at me. I don't care how you look at me. I don't care how you feel about me. I'm going to do my job. My job is to come on here and speak, but I want to be a better version of myself. And that's the other part of me that I teach on self-love. I want to be a better version of me because I've lived this way for so long. See, the why I trash talk is because that's how I grew up. I was the only girl around boys all the time. This is what we do. Then we went to the military, working in a motor pool. Y'all already know if you're military, you already know what go down there and there. Trash talk. So I've been able to just be myself. But I realized that now as I get older, that's who I am. But I want to tighten up a little bit. I want to tighten up a little bit because I'm in a place that I feel like I want to, no, not that I want to, because the leader is in me. The leader is in me. I just am a leader. I was born that way, but I want to step up in a whole nother phase of my life of leadership. You know what I mean? And I want to, in this season, I want to lead people to love. I want to lead people with love. So how can I lead them with love if I'm trash talking and I'm just, like, nah, we ain't doing that. And, no. I want to change it up because I want you guys to understand what love is and learn how to really give true, authentic love. Listen, we are so used to giving conditional love. And everybody think like, oh, it's unconditional love. And yes, that's what you want to do. But the unconditional love, right? They say like a parent, a child, and a mother. Well, guess what? Some kids don't feel that love. Some parents don't feel that love. It's something that has to be in you. See, it's not something you can pick up along the way. Like people say, I never knew what love was until I had my child. Baby, it's been in you. No one ever gave it to you. So you didn't know how to activate it. And then God blessed you with a gift that you were able to activate it. It's in you. It's in you. Because how can you be created in his image, right? Because he is love. The kingdom of God lives within you. He is love. God is love. That is the highest gift of all. He is love. So, a lot of people, they go get baptized, they come out and they this, that, and the third, but they don't understand that they still don't understand what the love is. They just did the ritual of what's supposed to be done. And maybe I shouldn't have said ritual, but at the end of the day, if you break it down, that's what it is, going through the whole process of something, right? To be transformed. They look at ritual. The word ritual is a bad word. It's not a bad word. It's just describing what it is. So you go through the whole process. And that's what it is, a transformational process. Dying to the old self and being introduced to the new self. So that part right there, so it's just learning how to accept the things for what it is and stop putting a label and tying it down to what you feel it should be because of what people may think. You got a lot of people out here that feel like, oh, well, because they're stuck on how they were taught. Well, you can't do this, you can't act like this. You can't curse and act like a Christian, and you can't do this. And that's why I say get away from the whole religion thing, because once you get tied into that, then it become everything that you do is wrong. Everything that you do is wrong. You can't catch a break. So how can you trust in God, believe in God, when man is telling you that God don't love you if you do that, or God is looking at you a certain way if you do that? Well, guess what? Let me ask you this. Moms out there, fathers out there, if your child cursed, your child stole something, your child mistreated somebody, are you going to say, turn away from me, I don't know you? No, and neither will your father. What he don't want you to do is be a repeat offender. You just out here just doing people wrong, talking about some God love me. No, don't be trying to, because now you're mixing up who he is to mess and confusion, which is the enemy. So now you're trying, and this is what the enemy do, because he want to be God so bad. He want to be him so bad. So what he do is he'll shave off some things and be like, hey, listen, pick that Bible up, open it up. Let's go Matthew 4:3-4. Read that. Not by bread alone, right? Okay. But the word of God. Now I want you to put this twist on it. But you can still go out there. After you read Matthew 4, verses 3-4, now he's going to put the twist on him. Now let him know that, hey, God ain't going to knock you if you go rob a grocery store. Go ahead. Go ahead. He ain't gonna knock you if you go seek him in other places. Go ahead. If you go burn fire and sit and chant and bring him up, he ain't gonna be mad, because he said not by bread alone, but the word. But So do that. Do your ritual. Do this. And you see, that's how we get twisted. Because you putting your spin on it. You cannot attach God to anything that's evil. And that's why people don't understand. Some things God will forgive you if you don't know. How can he knock you if you don't know? But once you learn, once he send you across this page or anybody else's page or whatever the case may be, because whatever you're doing, you know, you're going to hear about it. Now you're accountable for that. And now he needs to have a conversation. And if you want deliverance, don't expect deliverance. And this is another thing. Do not expect deliverance to be like, okay, right now, God, take it away from me. And it can be. It really can be. But you're in control of that. Because God, take it away from me. Your next action is to now focus. You have to refocus your mind. Once you refocus your mind. But if you choose not to refocus your mind, no, it's not going to be taken away from you. If some people can stop smoking cigarettes as soon as they throw the pack away. Some people, it take 10 years. It take them forever to get rid of it because they won't get rid of the attachment. They won't do their part. Their part is, God, I know you can do it. Do it. But you have control over your mind. And until you say, I'm in control, nothing controls me, then you're going to keep doing it. And you're going to keep doing it. And what people do, God know my heart. He know my heart. I keep pulling my shirt down because it keep popping up. And then you justify the what is. So listen, as always, I love to come on here and just drop a word and I get on off. I'm not the one. Some days I can come on here for hours. Some days I come on here, I don't know, but I only get on here and speak the word. And the big thing was something about, I needed to tell you about viral, going viral. Going viral, and it's giving me chills as I said, going viral for whoever, I don't know, maybe it's for me, maybe it's a message for me, but going viral is not going to be the way that you think it's going to be. Get it out of your mind of how you think it's going to be. Because when you start putting your mind on it's going to happen this way, you already messed it up. God is not going to allow what you vision how things should play out to play out that way. And the reason why, because if I put my mind on, okay, I'm going to create this content, then I'm going to push it here, it's going to go viral, even though I'm speaking about God, even though I'm operating in my purpose, it's going to go out. Then I'm going to attach myself to, now I know what I need to do now. Now I need to focus. Now you're taking the focus off of what you need to be doing, which is staying present and speaking when he tells you to speak. Now you're going to the drawing board. You're trying to write it down. You're trying to get it right, get the best content, get the best outfit. You want to look this way, you want to look that way. Well, that's what he didn't call you to be just as of yet. And then you sit back, and then finally when you surrender the simplest video that you did not put any effort into or anything into, that is the one that's going to send you viral. And the reason why it was viral, because you wasn't never there. You allowed God to take control and speak and say what needed to be spoken so he can make the moves that he needed to make. Because it's not about the moment. It's not about everything that you say. It's about a person recognizing, being obedient to what God needs them to be obedient to, and you saying what need to be said, and then voila, y'all make magic, and then you're viral. I don't know why that was just so, I even had to write it down about coming on here talking about viral. So maybe somebody is about to go viral. I don't know, but that was just laid on my heart to talk about viral. You know, viral is, when you look at viral, let's look at viral like a infection or something that's continuous, something that goes. It's affectionate. It affects people. It goes and goes. Look at viral that way. Don't look at viral in the sense that man said, hey, we going viral. We all on here and we breaking the internet and this, that, and the other. Viral is affection. If you can affect somebody with the words that you say in a good way now, You know, your testimony can affect somebody's life and change their life. Think of that as being viral. Stop looking at it for what it is and stop looking at every word and taking it for what it is. So in your season, your viral may not be social media. Your viral may be catch the ear of somebody else and it affect them, and then they share it with somebody else and they call you and say, hey, while you too busy trying to be TikTok viral, somebody that emailed you trying to offer you a 7-figure business job to speak. Do you understand? So when you limit yourself into what you think viral should be, that's where you'll stay stuck right there, because you're not allowing yourself to expand. So I don't know what that was about, but that was what my I was sitting and it just came to me. Wrote it down and I made sure I got on here. So I really don't have any much more to talk about, so I'm going to let you guys go. I enjoyed y'all as always. I want you to always pour into yourself before you pour into others. And in the moment when you decide to get ready to give to someone else, make sure that your cup is overflowing. God will fill your cup up, right? You never give from your cup. You only give from the space of the overflow. And when the overflow happens, you don't just pick up and say, girl, I got a little extra money. Let me help him out or help her out. Nope. You allow him to tell you who to help who out with, okay? Because God is going to bless you so you can be a blessing to others. But that don't mean that you get to pick and choose who you want that blessing to be. Yep. You are so welcome, Naisha. It was another Naisha that came on right before you came on. I was like, okay, 3 Naishas in the building. I guess this is confirmation. So, yeah. So, I want you guys to stay focused, stay prayed up. Know who you are, know whose you are, your purpose. If y'all have not got y'all book, get y'all book. Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. We will start our book club next month. I am proud of you guys. I love y'all. Y'all keep up the good work, okay? Coach Nye out.